Welcome to a special session of the True Love Journey podcast. Today's topic, we're going to talk about how much does porn affect your relationship? That's what we're going to talk about. We have a guest on today's show. This is the True Love Journey podcast. I wanted to give y'all the heat first to let y'all know what we're going to talk about. It's a good show. We got a guest. His name is Marcus. He owns his own company. He has his own podcast, the Encounter Podcast. And then, as you know, my co-host,
May. Hi, everybody.
So, you want to introduce yourself, tell them a little bit about yourself, or just rather where they can find your podcast at?
Yes, sir. I am Marcus Stewart, and you can find me everywhere at _Minister Marcus. That's on all platforms. Also, I do have a podcast that just started on my YouTube channel. It's called Encounter. The Encounter Podcast, and just check me out, man. If you're into the spiritual space, I do morning meditations and prayers on my YouTube channel. So yeah, I encourage you guys to go check me out, find me wherever you can find me. That is at _Minister Marcus.
This is a loaded question because one of the biggest things that people have an issue with, and I would say an addiction to, is porn. And I'm gonna tell you something that since I've been with May that I have seen tremendous differences. First of all, I ain't never been one of those people that have been like addicted to it. Like I gotta have it, I gotta watch it. But I think that at some point in every man's life, and Marcus, you can jump in here if this is not true, that men have engaged in watching porn. Would you agree with that or not? Or have you never done it?
I do definitely agree.
Okay. I think that no matter if you a stout, staunch Christian or if you just making it as you go by or whatever, I think every man at some point has had some encounter with that. And it ain't until we get a little bit more mature that we either divert away from that or we continue to do it. It's a problem in a lot of relationships. So
Don't you think that even addicted people thinks that they're not addicted to it?
it's something that we can visit during this podcast. But for now, the question: does porn destroy relationships, or is it bad for relationships? You're the guest. I'm gonna let you go first, then I'm gonna let May go first, and then I'm gonna jump in.
Okay, what's the question?
The question is: do you think porn
Watching porn
affects relationships?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And in what ways?
I think it affects relationships in multiple ways, but I'm gonna just go into two main ones here. First one, it affects to the extent of desensitizing yourself to your partner. Like I can go watch this video and jerk it, whereas now when I see you naked, or if I see you in what's supposed to arouse me as your man, I don't get aroused because I just wasted that on this video that I saw last night. When I should have saved that, controlled myself, so then when I see my person, I'm excited by my person. I'm drawn into my person. You know, it has me that angst that I'm gonna give you this D with all of my intensity. But you just wasted that intensity on the video last night. This is an experience that's supposed to be with your partner. So that's number one. Number two, it affects how you see the opposite sex. Porn addiction is okay, and I'm a minister, but I'm not on
addiction. Just watching casually.
Watching porn, when I'm gonna use that word desensitized, but what it does is it affects how you see the opposite sex or whatever sex it is that you're watching. It turns them from a person to a sex symbol. So now I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to talk to you. I just want to have sex with you, and then you can
become
go
a sex
your own
toy.
way. Right. So you stop seeing them as a person, and so that's why I would say, absolutely not. A porn, it changes your perspective of the other sex. It just you start to see, and then this is where the inordinate affections come from. So now a person that I'm not supposed to see sexually, I see sexually because I've been watching so much sex, or because I opened this door to lust, that now a girl that's not supposed to be sexual to me looks sexual to me. Because I see it through the lens of sex. Or a person that's in my family that I'm not supposed to see sexually, I see it through the lens of sex. And that's not say all of that comes from watching porn, but I'm just saying it definitely taints your lens when you look at the other sex. You get what I'm saying? So what are your thoughts about that? He said you were going
Yeah, you're going to go next. Hold on. I got a follow-up question to that all of us can answer.
Go ahead.
But let me let you answer first, and then I'm gonna answer it.
My whole thing is like porn is filmed with a professional videographer. The angles that they get, you don't experience that while you're having sex. Especially as a woman, we don't necessarily see anything happening, you know? But when we're watching porn, you see everything that is happening. So as a visual person, if you expose yourself to that all the time, then you cannot be satisfied with your partner.
Hey, I'm putting it on my oh my God, that's good. That is good.
Was that where you
Yes.
finished? Okay.
Yeah, that's really good. That's
Okay.
really good.
Moving on to me.
You would never be satisfied as a woman.
Yeah,
If you
no.
watch porn because you're never going. Ooh, that's
Because
good.
we don't see anything
You're
that
not
is
talking
happening
into
to
your mic.
us.
I know. I'm not trying to.
I want to hear what you're saying.
No. That's a very good perspective. That's a very good perspective.
Okay.
Very good.
All right. So, does porn affect relationships? Yes, very negatively. About how long ago did I make this this
A
pact
year
with
and a
God?
half.
A year and a half.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was not this November, last November.
Last November, I made a pact and a covenant or with Jah that because of all the blessings that He's blessed me with, and because I actually have a beautiful girl that will attend to my needs, and I don't have to ask her and beg her for it. Because that's another thing. Women don't always do these things, and that's why sometimes men go to porn. That's another thing we're going to talk about. But hold on.
And that's why. Because they
Yeah,
all
hold
watching porn.
Yeah.
They don't need you because they got their rabbit.
Hold on. No. Well, I mean, so I think it affects negatively in these ways. It affects your performance. Like you were saying, that seed is supposed to be saved. You can't be as vigorous. So your performance declines,
And it don't
with
get
your
hard
woman,
no more, or it don't get
or it takes
as
longer,
hard.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you can't get an erection like you would normally, or the erection is not as strong as it might be. And then it is proven scientifically that testosterone in men that does that on a regular basis is decreased, whereas a man who practices semen retention, which is what we were talking about, and May, that is when a man is intentional about who he has sex with and he doesn't masturbate or watch porn, so that his body and his semen, and Marcus, you can give maybe a different explanation, is at peak optimum levels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's basically discipline of your male member, and not necessarily doing any of the masturbation or anything, not pleasing yourself, not giving you that instant gratification. It's basically discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Now, personally, also, I think that it gives people unrealistic expectations, because what they see, as you alluded to, May, was that it's actors.
Yep.
They don't know how many takes those people do.
Mm-hmm.
I even just recently found out, because when we're looking at content for our podcast, sometimes we come across some weird stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They even have fake ejaculation stuff that looks like semen, but it's not semen, and they do that because, like, when a male adult film star is doing a bunch of takes, sometimes he can't ejaculate. And so they
because
have,
it's a limited amount in you.
which is what I'm saying, that it's an unrealistic porn gives men an unrealistic, and women, an unrealistic idea of what it's supposed to be. And then again, it affects performance and vigor. So everybody is out here trying to do what the porn stars do, and real people ain't built that way. Porn stars are in shape mostly. Other people, can't do the certain things that porn stars do. Maybe they do all these different positions, and it creates tension and problems in relationships. Now, I mentioned something about how women don't put out sometimes in relationships. They say no a lot or they don't provide sex for men a lot in their relationship, and so then men that don't want to cheat first resort to porn.
It can be both ways. Like, it's not that only men have a high sex drive.
Women should. I mean,
Like,
No, you're right.
Some women have it too, and some women have it like higher than their partner.
But I'm talking about when.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so you saying it could be both ways.
But
where
the
a
man
man
can be
is
both
also-
ways. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, or that the man says no. But realistically, how many men you think saying no to their woman if
A
the
lot.
woman always
Again,
want to
it's-
smash?
A
You
lot.
think a lot of
If
men
they're
say no to their
tired,
woman?
yes,
if they
come
and
on,
then
bro.
also if the men
They saying no. Men don't get
if
sex
the
out
men
here.
revert to
Like that.
porn and masturbation,
Then he don't have
then
enough.
at night they cannot perform.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. I'm saying a regular man who doesn't participate in that kind of activity on a normal basis. You think that any man that's not watching porn or masturbating on a regular will say no to his woman if she asks for sex on a
and that yes, and that,
That's what
and
I'm
that-
saying.
Yeah,
Most men won't say no. Even the men that have masturbated and watched porn will still won't say no. They just won't be able to get it up.
Yeah, right. But in that sense, you're still saying no, and she's gonna be unsatisfied.
Right. So,
And
but
that-
I'm saying with the
that's-
reverse
I should have
though,
led with that.
what
one.
I'm saying, women always I'm not gonna say women, and not all women, but a lot of women use sex as a weapon. A lot
So
of
now
them
you
say no.
You switching the conversation, but I do have a
I
response
am.
for that.
I
have a response
that was
for
in
that.
relation to why sometimes men do resort to watching porn because women don't put out in their
Yeah, but see,
relationships.
for a man, and look, this is not no excuse for no woman to hold out on her man. Absolutely not. You're gonna lose your man with that BS. In response to that, I think that for you as a man, sometimes you just need to go hunt, man. You need to go hunt. You need to figure out different ways to get your woman off or get your woman in the mood. Half the battle, I'm gonna say this. 70 to 75%, let me bring it down. 60 to 75% of women is psychological. And if you can get them in the mood, they gonna give you all you want. But most dudes are not
Putting the work.
patient enough to put the work in to get the response that you want. Sometimes women do what they do just to get the response from you. And it's like, that's why I encourage all of my especially my young men with my job. My job doesn't just teach you how to be a good man. He teaches you how to be a good man all around, to where when a woman responds to you in a certain way, it doesn't lose, you don't lose your mind because it's not foreign to you. Oh, you want me to go fishing? Oh, I can go fishing tonight. Oh, you want me to go hunting? I can go hunting tonight, but I'm never gonna lose you. I tell my young guys, this is premeditated. This is not something that just no. This is premeditated. Like, your woman should never have you at a point where you're at a disadvantage because you're always in control. Oh, you want to have an attitude tonight? Me as a man, I'm already knowing. I read my woman. I understand my woman. Okay, she just needs some pipe. Or
Right.
she just need affection. Or she just needs some love.
It's a real thing too.
It's true.
Yeah.
Let me just kiss her enough. I'm not going to lose my mind. I'm not going to sit up and go chasing after some other girl, because guess what? You go chase that, 2 years, you're going to be with the same battle, because it's a at that point, it's of knowing your woman. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I see it from that perspective, bro. Every man should be able to control and maintain his house. If you a real man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should just be able to do that. And I'm not speaking from, that's not arrogance at all. That's just understanding women. That's just understanding life. That's just understanding truthfully. What do you think about that? Does that sound arrogant? Does that sound prideful?
Nah.
It's no
No,
arrogance at
no.
all.
Men should be able to control their urges. You know,
You live with your woman every day. You know everything about her.
yes, but the thing
Bro,
is,
she gonna lose all the time.
but the thing is, if women don't put out, it's gonna be hard to say. But here's the thing.
You mean to tell me this? You live with this girl every day. So what I would do for every man, if your woman is not putting out, let me give you some steps. Step 1, listen. Step 2, listen and plan an attack from what you have heard her say. Don't go out planning your own stuff. Listen to what she is saying, see what she likes, hear what she likes, and try to do it. But then insert yourself into her mind. Number 3, implement that plan. So, like, you got to be subtle. Start in the morning to woo her so she want to give it to you at night.
That's a good point.
Yep.
Start in the morning. Put it on her mind. Start in the morning. And if you have lost the intensity for your wife, if she big, you need to tell her to go to the gym. But if she's still fine and she not putting out, you just got to be consistently putting it on her mind. After about 3 or 4 days, she going to give it to you, and she don't even know why she want to give it to you.
How long would you say that a man should not be getting upset that his woman don't want to have sex?
A
with him?
week.
Okay, a week. Okay, now that was just a side note. You got something? I see
Yeah,
you.
like with I really agree with you, like that from the morning, like yes, but
Especially if she got kids.
you can't expect a man cannot expect a woman to say, okay, I'm gonna go in a bed. You clean up whatever dishes, wash the dishes, put the kids to bed. Now when you come to bed, oh, now come serve me.
Yeah,
no,
hey,
come
fellas.
back, come over there, give me a kiss. Grab me from the back
Yes.
and then say, "Oh, baby, do you need anything?"
Yes, you
If
got to woo her.
we want to feel wanted.
Yes, you got to woo her from the morning. You leave her. Look, men, if you haven't done this, try this. Just try it.
Mm-hmm.
Just try it, men. I don't care how long you've been with your woman. Whatever drawer she go to that morning, you leave a sticky note in that drawer. Soon as she open up that drawer and you say, I left this in here because I'm thinking about you and I want you to think about me. She might try to drive to your work and give you some. And then look, do this. Guys, just randomly, one day out the week, choose whatever day. You choose it. Don't tell her. Send a rose or some roses to her job just for no reason.
Yeah, and the girls send them sexy picture to your hubbies.
I'm sorry. In 2024, I have to respectfully disagree.
If you married
hold
to
on.
this woman?
No, I'm not talking about that.
Oh, okay.
But
well, what are we talking about then?
I'm thinking that in today's it's not I forgot.
We're talking about the committed relationship.
Okay,
not
then,
just
okay.
like dating stuff.
No,
Okay.
you know what? I'm gonna be good to my person. If I'm dating you, I'm gonna be good to my person. And the reason is because I have. When you say you have, I have this thing to where I want a person to remember me. That don't mean I'm gonna go above and beyond, but I'm gonna do what I can do. What
All right.
what I can do, I'm gonna do that. And
All right.
then
I got two questions, so because I
yeah,
want
I'm
to
gonna
stay.
win. I'm here to win.
I want to stay on the subject of porn and relationships. So, to the both of you, is it a deal breaker?
And we want to hear your opinion too.
I've been giving mine. Is it a deal breaker if you find out that they watch porn
It's not a
for a
deal
long-term relationship?
It's not.
Does
a
that
deal.
disqualify them for a long-term relationship if they say, sometimes I watch porn, I like it, I don't want to stop, but I don't do it all the time. It's not a vice. I don't need to do it, but sometimes I like to do it, and I'm going to do it from time to time. Is that a deal breaker for you for a person in a long-term relationship with you?
It's not a deal breaker. I would want to see what you're watching, and then if you don't want to stop doing it, then I want to watch it with you.
All
to
right, stop
see
right there.
how
Stop
that-
right
That's
there.
what I was gonna
Hold up,
say. I
'cause
said,
that's gonna
let's
segue
watch
in-
it together. I want to see what you like. I do whatever they're doing for
Okay.
you.
If
So
that don't do it,
hold on,
you
hold
got
on.
another problem.
Right. So to you, May, that same question.
Hold up,
it
to you, is it a deal breaker to you?
No, it's not a deal breaker.
It's not a deal breaker if you find out if they came and said
if
that
it's
to you.
not in a consistent basis though, and like why can't we watch it together?
Okay, that segues.
I'm okay like if it's just like you wanting to watch it by yourself and you don't want to watch it together, then that is
You
like
have a problem with
there
that.
is a problem. Like
Is it a deal breaker though for a long-term relationship?
if you're constantly watching it,
If they treat you good and they watch it every now and then and they say I'm always gonna
is it gonna affect your performance when you're with me?
okay.
Then yes.
Okay, but if not,
Because I can tell.
yeah.
I can tell right away.
Okay. Okay.
If this been like full or if this sack's being full or if they've been emptied.
If you got
missed
if you
it,
got
Marcus.
if you got a fat sack, we already know you
Yeah.
didn't do it. But if,
You
but if
can
your
tell
ball
if
sack
it's
is
full or
empty,
You can tell if it's full, so you can tell
if it
it's
been
full
drained
or
or not.
empty.
Okay, so that
Hey, that's
segued
a
in.
good one. Your woman's supposed to know that. She's supposed to know that.
She A1. Okay, this segues into the next question. Is watching porn
Hold
with
on.
your
Did you
partner
answer
okay?
that? Because I didn't hear
No,
you
we
answer
didn't
it.
hear
Yeah,
yours.
I did. Okay, I will answer it again though. If it's not a deal breaker if I find out they watch porn for a long-term relationship, as long as it doesn't affect their
Desire for you.
desire and their expectations and their performance. If listen, as long as when it's time for me to get mine, you ready and willing, then we good.
So you're okay with your woman watching porn every single day?
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
It's
As
every
long as
single
it
day.
doesn't
That's an
affect
addiction.
their performance with you.
It's an addiction. In my example,
But
I
then
said
in,
if they
like-
came to you and said every now and then I'm going to do it because
But
I
a
like
woman
it.
performance doesn't change
Yeah, I
after
mean,
watching porn or after masturbating.
just probably
a
makes
man's
them more-
performance is the only one that is changing.
The only thing that would change a woman's sensitivity or what Marcus was saying is if they have a toy like
Toy.
that
wait.
and that they use all the time.
Right. So wait. So a woman's performance doesn't change if she watches porn. You think
I don't
that
think
would
so.
No,
I
not
think it
watches
makes them
porn. Like
hornier.
we're talking about masturbation. So if a woman masturbates in the morning, she can still perform the same at nighttime. But if a guy masturbates during the day, at night, it just cannot perform.
That's not always true.
Sometimes, like most of the time, it is true. It just doesn't get as hard as it should be.
Okay.
I don't think a
Hold on.
dude. Me personally, this is just me personally. I don't think a dude should be masturbating. I don't. That's what you got her. And whatever your hands
You
can
right.
do, her hands can do.
You right.
So you need to. If I want to be jerked,
You should be doing that with your
My
partner.
hands ain't touching it. I should be looking at you doing it. That's just me personally.
Now,
With
hold
that
on.
said, but you think it's okay for a woman to masturbate?
No, I'm not. I
Not
was
that
just
it's
saying
okay,
that.
but
Yes, like this
their
whole
performance.
fasting. Because I also talked about the porn.
Yeah, right.
It changes the view.
It does. It does.
And you
So wait,
can't
so-
be satisfied.
Wait, hold on. No, but look. But okay, so you're saying again, I'm just trying to listen to what you said. So a woman can do that and still be there
Perform.
for the guy.
Yes.
But if a dude does it, he won't be able to perform for
Yes,
the girl.
my response
Not
was
all,
to
not all men.
Yeah,
and
my
I'm gonna get to
response-
why that is.
My response was to Mario when he said that he's okay with his woman masturbating. I said, what if she masturbates every day?
No.
And then-
now you switching.
But
You said what if she watches porn every day, not masturbate?
Oh, but watching porn, you don't watch porn and not masturbate.
I mean, if she watching, if she
Like, what are you doing?
okay, fine,
Cooking?
right?
Oh, let me watch porn as I cook.
No, but I'm saying if she watching it without me, was your initial scenario?
Oh yeah.
Was
okay,
if she
okay,
watching
that's
it
a
without
good
me
one.
every day?
Yes.
I think if it's every day, that's kind of addiction, and we need to
So
look
do
at that.
do women actually do that though? Like
Yeah, women watch porn just as much
no,
as
no,
men
I,
do.
Not as
look,
much as
don't,
men,
Don't,
though.
Yes,
don't get
as
me
much as
twisted.
men.
I know women
You
watch
got-
porn, but
Go look
to
at
the-
some of these search histories.
to the extent of masturbation on a day to day. I don't think women do it only because their mind is not wired that way. It's just not, and you can
Yeah.
tell me that. What do you think?
It's not that it's wired that way. It depends on their sex drive. If the woman's sex drive is high, it is wired that way.
I think what. So I answered the question. It's not a deal breaker for me. I think if you watch it together, which was my next question, which you both answered. I think actually trying to do some of the things they doing is a little bit exciting.
It is.
And also it's like you're not making that the center of attention. You
You're
actually
making us
us
the center,
the center
right.
of
That's
attention.
Right. That's right.
But I honestly, I'm gonna tell you, when I went on this fast, I don't
When
masturbate.
we went
kind of
on this fast,
What kind of fast?
No masturbation, no porn. I wasn't watching porn
I don't
like
think
that
that
anyway.
that's a fast. I think that's a discipline.
Not a fast. I'm
but I
sorry.
understand
I'm sorry.
what you're
Not a
saying.
fast. Not a fast.
Okay.
I just made a promise to myself that I wouldn't do those things.
Yeah.
And me and May talked about it, and like that's not something.
No masturbation, no watching porn.
That's not something that we want to be in our relationship. That each other are not satisfying that need. And here's what happened.
We want to satisfy that.
We want to
between us.
satisfy that between us. No masturbation without each other. No watching porn. We don't even watch porn.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you what happened. First of all, we both live very active lifestyles with the gym, so that affects it too. So we go to the gym together. That's a relationship building, and we
That's
eat
love,
and we
man.
eat right together.
That's what I like.
But
I
let me
like
tell
that.
you what happened. I would say the first month or two, maybe even faster than that. What I noticed when I didn't masturbate or watch porn, and it was just us.
You were drawn to her, right? You were
attraction.
So, yes.
First
of
It went
all,
from like a,
the-
if it was
first
a
of all,
7,
the
it went to
attraction-
like 20.
Well, the attraction and chemistry was already with us. I would
Yeah,
say
right. It's
about
supposed
8.5. And not, what would you say, baby? I don't want to speak
no,
for
it
us.
was like
It's
for
very
example,
high.
like some of the stuff that I thought that okay, like for example, that men can only ejaculate one time in one setting.
Yeah, that's
that
not
was not true.
Yeah, that's not
I
true.
said,
Yeah,
okay,
that's not
so yeah.
Okay, so
Sorry.
what I noticed when I practiced abstinence from those two things, I get harder all the time, faster. It's never not a time when I can't perform.
Now imagine if you
Hold
trained
on.
that.
And my stamina. This is the thing. The things that
I know what you're talking about.
when you want to say vigor, bro, I'm 42 and we have sex like we're 20-year-olds.
Look, You ain't got to tell me.
And
Now-
and it's because largely in part to
Now,
that
wait.
abstinence from porn and masturbation.
Look, now
Fellas,
look,
y'all got to get it
are-
together.
Look, there are biblical references of that. There are biblical references of that. But with that said, when I say understanding the male, the way imagine all I think of this. So I'm the age that I am, right? And I think of all the times that I jerked it, and I consider like, man, what if I'd have kept all of that semen inside of me right now?
Who thinks about stuff like
I
that?
do. My muscles would probably be more strong.
Who thinks about
my
that?
vigor would probably be more. I would probably be like a superhero.
Man, I
But
can see you. I can
but
see
I
you, man.
wasted
You
it.
know what, man? You know what I was thinking about today, man.
Bruh.
If I had
guess
just
that-
not jacked my dick like
No,
all
right,
them years,
bro.
I could have
Look,
kept
That's
that
a
semen
very good
inside.
strategy, especially for our son that wants to be
Yes,
muscular. Since
because
they
look-
keep it inside, you're gonna get more
Bro,
muscle.
Oh, yeah. we're
that's
tricking.
like spinach to the 10th degree.
No,
If
you're
I'd have-
right.
If I'd have waited and not wasted it, I would probably be a superhero. But what if I crippled my superhuman ability because I jerked it too many times? I put stuff like that to my boys. Like, bro, do you know this stuff? It regenerates your muscle cells. Like your muscles grow bigger faster because you keeping that protein in. If you don't realize why you're not getting faster, you should just not do that, and you'll see. Like in the next month, bro, you'll be fast as ever. At 17, your muscles regenerate so. Like I try to put it in their head so that. This is something you need to train out of your body at a teenage level. And if you can control it when you're a teenager, imagine that. That's my point. My point is I get it. But if I'd have been thinking this way at 17, bro, I would be in the NFL. And that's why they are in the NFL, because they start having all the women after they got to the NFL. But before that, they was chilling.
I completely disagree with that.
Okay, well, maybe
They
not.
have
Yeah.
because I'm thinking about my son play football. He got a bunch of women that come at him. So
Is he
listen
on
to what
the
I'm
first
saying.
team? Is he on the
Hold
first
on.
team or is he a backup?
Listen, it don't matter if you're on a football team. If you're a sports player, you get attention from women.
Is he
And-
on the first?
Hold on.
I get that.
Hold on. You
But I'm
don't
talking
think
about
that these
making it to-
professional
making it
athletes,
to the-
first of all, these professional athletes, whether they in a year or whether they are on their first, second, or third year, these guys come in at 20 and 21,
I get that.
which means that, and you don't think none of them are masturbating and why, or none of them are watching porn.
I think they probably are, but I think their goal takes precedence over their physical,
I would agree with
what
that
they want to have.
because they got to
in
be
the moment.
focused to play at that high of a level.
I
agree with
that's
that.
my point.
So you
that's my
saying
point.
that you think that the women come after they get to
I
it.
think that they don't allow themselves to indulge so much.
Okay.
You know,
That
thing
makes
is, okay,
sense.
so I only speak that from a perspective of trying to train your children to think a certain way.
All right.
So maybe it's this way, maybe it's not. But if I can affect your mind to make you think something, my job as a parent is to train you. And I'm not going to lie to you to train you, right? But I can gently persuade you into good habits.
Now, okay, I want to
Instead
put
of
this.
gently persuading you into, man, drink, bro, get high, bro. Like, no, I can train you,
But
man,
this,
don't jerk that
this is
thing.
38-year-old Marcus talking. This is not 20-year-old Marcus
Right,
talking.
but if
Hold
I
on,
have
I want to put the
kids,
question. I want to put the question over to May because when we talking about the kids, I think we veering a little bit off
Okay,
topic
okay,
because we
okay.
talking
It's
about
a
porn and
relationship.
relationships. Yeah,
Mhm.
I want to put this to you. Do you think that professional athletes watch porn and masturbate as much as other men, or not as much as other men? But
I
do you
think they
think
get
do
enough
it?
girls
Yeah,
to
they're
not
not
do
gonna be
that.
watching
Yeah,
no
I think
porn,
so,
bro.
too.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're not gonna be watching.
Okay, I do have another question.
Yep.
You said that porn is not a deal breaker, right? Now, what if you catch your woman watching porn and all her searches are guys that are nothing like you?
Ooh, that's a good question right there. To the audience, put it in the comments, okay? Yeah, I want y'all to, if you caught your woman or you caught your man, because this was on Rula and Ryan. Remember, she found all his searches was different from her.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you found your partner watching porn and their search history or whatever they was watching was completely opposite of you, how would you feel? Type it in the comments. We want to hear y'all comments. Okay, now you, Marcus, go.
I found my woman, like, let's say I'm a black dude, she's searching white guys.
Not necessarily that, but like I don't
Yeah,
know.
but what
I'm
Maybe-
saying it's
maybe a man
something
is-
that's different from
Maybe
me.
a man is 4 inches and she's searching monster cocks.
Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, nobody goes and search a tiny one.
Yeah, well, I thank God.
I've just used that as a
first off,
as an example.
First off, let me thank Clyde Stewart for blessing me the way that he blessed me. Let me thank him.
You didn't have to say his whole government
I'm
name
just
on the
gonna
air like
say
that.
because he dead and gone. But I want to thank you, Clyde Stewart. You know, in your
Rest in heaven
for the
my
body
guy.
that you gave me. I'm gonna say all the body parts that you gave me. Let me just say that. With that said, though, if
Your
she
woman
was
say,
something else, I would. It's classified. It's classified. What I would say is I would want to have a conversation. I would want to talk. Like now we do need to have a conversation because if what you're sexually attracted to is not what I am, then maybe I can give you what you want from me without us being in a committed relationship. You know, I'm always thinking like that. That's real.
Maybe you
far
can-
outside the
maybe
box.
you can
elaborate on that.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
can
it's
give
like-
her
She
what
wants a
she
white
needs
dude.
without
Right,
being in a
so-
relationship with her. Is that what you
right.
said?
So maybe she only has me for whatever the reason is. Then at that point, I'm gonna make the decision to whether we need to stay together or not. I'm saying let's have a conversation to say if you like white guys and I'm obviously a black guy. Well, maybe you just don't need to be with a black guy. It's gonna hurt me, but you need to do what's best for you. Because at the
Did
end
you
of the day,
just get a
gonna cheat on
country
me.
accent? Did you say if you like white guys? That's what it sounds like. You white. If you
But
like
if
white
that's
guys,
the case, if that's what it is, you need to go do that. Because I'm not the guy for you. You know, like I'm never trying to force no woman to be with me.
would that be a deal breaker?
It would be,
Okay.
but no, we would have to have a conversation.
Okay. Or you want that same question to me, May?
Yes.
If I caught you watching porn that was nothing like me or your
She-
search
she
history.
watching all like Indians or Pakistani.
Indian.
No, Arabs for her. She said the Arabs are the black guys of the Middle East.
Oh yeah, I got you.
So if I
the
caught her,
reputation that they got is the
It-
same.
if I caught her, monster cocks galore.
Love it, man. Love
First
it,
of all,
love it.
I'm not one of them people that's insecure with what I got.
Right.
I'm good. I'm good.
I mean,
But
I think it's great that you watching that. We gonna do.
I mean, it wouldn't.
I like how you guys are like talking about your ding dong.
Hey, if you got it, you got it. If you know, you know.
I mean,
If you know, you know.
I-
Hey, we
I'm
got to
sorry,
shake hands
I'm
on
sorry,
that, my
I'm
guy.
sorry, I'm
We
sorry.
got to shake hands on that, my
sorry.
guy.
I'm never intimidated by what nothing else.
I don't
is
care
going
about
on
what
nowhere
came in your
else, so
past. I
get
ain't never
that,
got
yeah, I
no
get it.
complaints, so it is what it is. I look at it where like I got a little bit of a pudge. I'm 42. I got a little bit. I work out every day, but if I can't, at the moment that I can't see my dick when I'm using the restroom, we got a problem.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna just say it like this.
But I don't think that's ever gonna happen. So
No,
I'm
no,
good.
no. Let me.
I'm
If
sorry.
you
No,
can't
let me.
see
Let
it,
me.
I'm not
We
going
got
to
off
see
track.
it
You need
either.
to respond, but let me say
I don't
this.
wanna see it.
To all men. If a woman get with another dude and she lets you touch her again,
I don't
What?
know what you. I don't.
I don't
you gotta
get it.
finish that. I don't
that's
get
it.
it.
That's it.
What's
I
it?
mean, if you
If she
what-
get
You
with
mean
another
if
dude
she
and she
cheat
lets you
and
touch
then
it.
she come back to you?
What's understood?
No, it needs to
don't
be.
need-
It needs
what's-
to be explained because if we don't
Nah,
understand, I'm sure the
nah, nah,
audience
nah,
don't
nah.
understand.
What's understood don't need to be explained.
You
If-
got to
if-
explain that to me.
Look,
Leave it in the comment
if
if you
you was
guys
a dude-
understand what he said.
Look, if you was a dude
Leave it in the comments
with
if
a
you guys
girl
know what he's talking
and
about.
she get with another dude and she let you touch her again,
What does that mean?
that if you don't get it, then you don't
I
get
don't.
it.
I don't get it.
All right, well then. just-
If she get with another dude and let you touch her again,
yeah,
that mean you left your mark.
I mean, look, I want to say, no, I ain't saying nothing.
That
I'm
mean
just
you was
saying, for
smashing it
guys
real
that
good.
get it,
Is that
if
what
you
you
get
saying?
it, then you get it, and if you don't, then you don't. I'm gonna just leave it like that. So anyway, I
Okay.
want you to finish what you were saying though.
Well, I was gonna answer May's question, which her question was if I found her watching something that's unlike me. I don't necessarily think that I would get upset. I'm a very competitive dude, and for me, if another dude is infringing on my territory, whether it could be the porn she watching or whatever, I feel like that's my territory. That's where I'm supposed
But what
to
if
be
it's like,
dominating.
for
at.
example, like you're black and then like my search history is all white guys. How are you going to compete with that?
I'm not gonna compete. I'm gonna tell you what. Just think about this: when you and I have watched adult films together,
Mm-hmm.
it made both of us in competition with what was going on that screen. Yeah, and we was trying to outdo whatever. So I'm not worried. I'm never worried about like that kind of thing.
Yeah, like when it comes to porn,
I just
like,
I just smash you and make
don't
sure
want
you
to
know.
be in a competition with
It's
who I am.
something.
definitely not going on.
Yeah.
I mean, you can send me these files. I'm finna edit all this.
When it
This
comes
going
to
on now.
like
It's Patreon,
watching,
baby. Support us on Patreon.
Yeah. When it comes to watching porn, like my partner watching porn, I don't want to be in competition with something that I don't know. I don't know what you're watching, what they're doing, what you like. Let's watch it together, and I'll do whatever they do.
Hey, that's an A1 right
see,
there.
I stopped watching porn because once it get to another level, you need to stop.
Like another level of, you mean like addiction, sort of?
I was never addicted. I'm never addicted to nothing, but it was just no. You don't. Some stuff just you need to know be watching.
Now, our question, like,
Care to
our main,
elaborate?
No, I did not. It's classified. But look,
Classified.
we're almost out of time.
No, we're not out of time.
No.
We are almost out of
This
time.
No,
is
but
ours.
wait, I
Oh, you
wanna
out of
say
time. You got to
something.
go.
Go, yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
about to
sorry.
go.
I'm sorry. I respect your time.
one last thing about how does it affect the relationship. Because I know he's fasting, every time he feeling some kind of way now, he send me a
I
message.
sent her a text.
He sent me a text message.
So instead
now,
of masturbating
I'm
or
at
watching,
work or whatever, all my mind is, first of all, I go back and forth with the texting, you know? So it builds this anticipation with both of us that, okay, what's going to happen at nighttime? Throughout the day, I'm all thinking that, okay, he's not masturbating. He's not watching anybody else. He's not watching porn. What can I do to make his weight
worth
like
the while.
worthwhile?
Do you think? Are you thinking the same thing as far as your person? Like, how can I intensify that
Absolutely.
with her?
Because listen, since I stopped watching porn again, I never was like addicted to it or watch it a lot like that. I'm only thinking about I'm gonna slam that little thing when she get home. I'm not. It's had a reverse effect of what I thought it was gonna have. It's made me more vigorous. I think porn detaches men from real life.
I agree with that. That's what I said. From
That's
the
why.
beginning.
That's why
I
they
said
don't
that
look
from
at
the
their
beginning.
girl the same way when they watch a lot of porn. Because let's just say, porn stars, the majority of them are in shape
And they're actors.
and they're actors. And men think that regular,
Actresses.
everyday women is gonna be like these women
And
that's
it's
doing
not.
all this shit. And real women ain't built that way.
That's
We
right.
Some of them
watched
don't got deep.
something. This porn star. It was a very famous porn star. He was
Adult
talking.
film?
No, he was talking about like having sex with all these porn star girls,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he was saying, but like he was doing it for like over 10 years. He said
Trash.
only maybe 5 of them were good.
He said all of
The
them was
rest
trash
of them were like nothing feels good.
because they was just
So
actors
it's
and just
all,
making
like,
it look good,
yeah.
but it did not really
It looks
feel
good, but it doesn't feel good.
Which is why porn is such a bad thing for relationships, because it gives people a false pretense of what women and men actually want, and
I
then you
said
do
that
it
from
wrong.
the beginning, by the way.
Yeah,
let
you
me,
did.
Let me toot
we
that.
was
let
we
me
was
toot
agreeing
that.
with you.
Marcus Stewart said
But
that
yeah.
from the beginning.
It's made our attraction grow to some. First of all, we was already at chemistry 8.5, 9. That put it over the freaking 20. Yeah, it's
Thank God for porn for putting us back up in the
no.
stratosphere
Hold
when
on.
it comes to
You
men.
can't put them two in a sentence. You can't say thank God for porn.
No.
Don't-
Look, we
don't
are
condone
very,
that on
look,
this show.
We are like
You gonna
the
get us
most
canceled.
Attractive. No. I don't mean it like that. I mean it to the sense of it worked in our favor because we are the most attractive, like on the scales.
Oh, they
Us,
gonna burn you at the stake,
and then
boy.
white guys, and then I think it's either I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's the East Indian guys,
Yeah, them Arabs. That
and
she,
then the Mexicans.
them Arabs that may say she like.
So
I did
yeah.
not say that I like
Fuck
him,
all
baby.
them
I said they
guys.
have the same reputation as you guys have in Middle East.
Yeah, statistically,
the fact
the
that
Mexicans,
the fact that you look at them the same way, fuck them guys.
is that an insecurity?
Nah, she just mine, and she gonna forever be mine.
I
That's
like
all.
that. That's how it's supposed
I'm
to be.
territorial.
That's how it's supposed
Don't
to
come
be.
from mine.
You should be that way.
All you
should,
Arabs
and
stand
you should
clear
show
if
her
I
every
see
day.
you.
Always gonna
And
be
you
I'ma
should
have
show her
attitude.
every day. You should woo her every day.
I'm
You
gonna have a
should try
chip
your
on my
hardest
shoulder
every
if I
day.
see. First of all, I was in the Navy 22 years. I have a very diverse group of friends, so I'm not hating on you Arabs. I'm just saying you can't have mine. If I see you looking, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it that way.
Really went there.
I got a chip on my
With
shoulder.
that
fam.
said, we get it, bro. We get it. My
It-
only thing is this. Well, I'm not gonna say.
I'm a
that.
little bit jealous too.
But yeah, you should definitely.
I'm a
love
lot
your-
jealous, and I don't like sharing.
Yeah.
Love
You're
on
mine.
your woman, love
I
on
love
your
it.
person. You should.
Hey.
Yeah, I think
For
I think that's a beautiful
anybody out
thing.
there that's listening, if you guys are having a problem with porn addiction, I would say go get help. Talk to a minister, preacher, pastor, whatever, friend.
Go get therapy.
That won't judge. That
there
won't
are
judge.
psychologists that help you with that
But
too, man.
but if you have the willpower and the strength, man, just resist, because I'm telling you, if you got a partner and you practice abstinence and you only have sex with that partner and you only watch porn if that's your thing with them, I'm telling you, it will increase your sex game. It will increase your chemistry. It will increase the bond that you have tenfold.
Let me speak to all of you people that don't have a partner. If you a dude and you don't have a partner, I would encourage you to not do it. That's gonna give you a lot of extra energy.
Take
With
that
extra energy, go to the gym,
baby.
Learn how to
the same.
discipline your body. Learn how to discipline your spending. Learn how to discipline yourself to get the things that you want to have in your life. If you don't have a woman and you masturbating at home, you should be ashamed of yourself.
You shouldn't be fat if you ain't got a woman. Take your fat ass to the gym.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Don't
bro.
be
you
fat
should be
at
spending.
all.
You should be spending all your time, like he said. If you if you don't have a woman, there ain't no reason for you to be wasting that semen.
What is your
Take
goal?
that energy
Right.
and go to the gym, get in shape, so that you can be attractive for the type of woman that you want.
And then don't just put that physically, financially. Where your money at, bro? Where is your money? And let me tell you
Mindset.
something. Every woman is gonna want a man that thinks and can pay
And can teach her some things.
and can bang
And that's physically fit.
and can
They
bang.
want all them things.
And
Y'all
can
have
bang.
heard what women want. 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 inches. And let me tell you,
Whoever told y'all 6 inches, they lied to you, bro. She want more than that.
I'm just saying, if
Go get you an extension.
I'm
but
no, you
That
don't
was
need no
10 years
extension.
ago.
you gotta have your body right.
No,
That was 6 years ago,
When-
right?
women still like eye candy too.
Yeah, but no, here's the point. The point is, dude, work on yourself. If you don't have a woman, you need to be working on yourself. Working on
Semen
your
retention.
money, working on your mind, working on your body, working
Just
on
try it.
Working on yourself. Find you something to throw yourself into.
Yeah.
Don't no
Get
woman
focused
won't
on
no
your
dude-
mission.
Look, this is your podcast, or even if it's on
This is
True Love
True Love
Journey,
Journey.
you can edit this part for you. Don't no woman want no man that ain't got nothing going on for himself.
That's
You
true.
That is
should
true.
not be
That is
chasing
true.
this woman around. She should not be dictating your schedule and what you know. You should have a schedule. You should be the man in
woman
the
should
relationship.
look-
You should be able to think for
I'm gonna get a
yourself.
lot of flack for this.
Get all the flack that you want. This
A
is real.
woman should look at you as a prize,
And-
which means
and
that
respect you and love you and
Right.
appreciate you
at that
for
point,
your
it's,
mindset.
and
and for your
a lot
pocket.
of women hate when that men saying that they the prize. But I'm saying if a woman looks at you that way, all that means is that you have been disciplined. That means you on the right track. You
She
got
can trust
goals.
you.
She
Yes.
respects you. She trusts you.
Yes.
That's what that means.
Yes.
And you can only do that if your energy is in the right place.
Right.
So,
Right.
hopefully
make
you
yourself
guys.
into a leader, bro.
Hopefully, Marcus, thank you for coming to join us on this episode. This was a really good conversation, and I'm really anxious to see what comments we gonna get. What do y'all think in the comments about that? How do you think porn affects relationships? Is it a deal breaker if you find out they watch porn for a long-term relationship? And what do you think about watching porn with your partner? I want you guys to answer those questions in the comments. Leave us a comment, subscribe, like, share this, and get in the conversation. We appreciate you being here, Marcus. Do you have any closing words? And then I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Nah, man, just let me know when you post it, and I'll definitely amplify it and share it in my social circles, and I'll bring my little few followers to listen to your channel too. Like I think it's a good thing, man. We should do this
Yeah,
more.
we're gonna do it more often.
consistently. Yeah,
We definitely gonna do it more often. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Nate,
Oh, one more thing.
thank my co-host.
Thank y'all for having me. You can follow me on all platforms @_Minister Marcus. That is @_Minister Marcus.
All right. We out here. Y'all have a fantastic
we talk
day.
about relationship. If you guys have any comments or any question that you want us to include in our podcast, you can email us at truelovejourney _podcast.
No. truelovejourney.podcast@gmail.com. You did
Yes.
good, baby. I got your back. I got your back.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all have a good one. Thank y'all for listening. We appreciate y'all being here. Peace.